Robbie Conrad is definitely one of the foremost people who just seems to have a lot of awkward stuff happen to him. So, 2 summers ago, Robbie worked at Wildwood as well. And there was a night, I believe it was Thursday night, that we would take all the guys out of camp, down in the main camp, and we would do something down there. And the girls would stay up here, and they would do this big, intense activity thing. Typically, the guys would get back before the girls were done, and so we would just tell the guys, hey, go quietly, get cleaned up, whatever, head to bed, and keep it down. The girls are still doing their thing. What most people don't know, though, is that the staff rarely goes to bed when the students do. There are other things that we need to take care of, and so we end up going to bed a bit later. All that to say, when the girls finally finished what they were doing, they were about to get ready for bed, but they realized that all the guys had already gone to bed, and so they were like, well, no one's in the guys' side of the restroom, so let's go and use their side of the bathroom. Now, here's the problem. Robbie had only moments before began to get ready for bed. And so he had gone into the bathroom, and he had taken out all his toiletries and started getting ready, set his toothbrush down, and then as he's standing there, he's like, yeah, I need to go. And so he makes his way into one of the stalls and sits down. Enter the girls. Now, in this moment, Robbie kind of has a decision to make. He can do one of two things. He can either say something, or he can write it out. He chose the second. This all actually happens very quickly. The girls walk into the restroom and they're chattering and whatever, and they get in front of the mirrors and they start to set their stuff down, and one of them notices some stuff that's obviously not theirs, and they're like, oh look, a toothbrush. Now, the other part of the story you have to know is that every girl is in love with Robbie Conrad. It was just the natural thing that their counselor said, what if it's Robbie's? So we probably responded, it is mine. There was then a stampede out the door, where they went silent and then out the door, and then you could hear the door on the girls' side swing open and then slam shut, and an eruption of noise as they then began to tell the story to the other girls who actually stayed in their side of the bathroom. And that is the toothbrush story. There was actually another guy on staff who knew that story, and so made Robbie a T-shirt that has a toothbrush, and all it says is, "It is mine." It's not this. Whatever. All right.
It's not like a proud moment in my
So that is the toothbrush story. How are you doing? Excellent.